Today's project diary is a step-by-step guide on how to grow orange trees from seed.
Hi and welcome to Project Diaries. Today I'm going to teach you how to grow an orange tree from a leftover orange. Now first up we need to get the seed out of this, and here's how you do it.
So I've managed to find a leftover orange in this week's food waste bin. So the first thing to do is just cut it from top to bottom. The reason why you don't cut it across the middle is just in case you cut through all the seeds. Now I will express that I am doing this from food waste, so I don't even know what variety of orange this is. And growing from any kind of seed, you're not guaranteed to know exactly how it's going to taste once it's grown.
Wow.
Just carry on cutting the orange in quarters until you've found all of the seeds that are inside. Now growing any kind of citrus and fruit tree from seeds isn't a quick payoff. You have to be patient, because these will take up to 3 to 5 years to fruit. Citrus trees of any type are really heavy feeders, so if you don't fertilise or water correctly, you may not get any fruit at all. The other thing is, citrus and fruit trees really benefit by having 2 to 3 of the same variety, so bees can cross-pollinate them and help for a bigger yield, which is why I'm going to try to extract as many seeds as I can and germinate them all. Now other people online would suggest to dry these out for a few days, but I find doing this will make the seeds crack more and your success rate will be lower. So here's my quick and easy way on how to do this better. So instead of wasting days drying them out, get yourself some kitchen roll, and as soon as you've extracted the seeds from the orange, try and dry them out a little bit. Just try and get the sticky residue off and all the juice. It should be quite easy. Now doing it while the seeds are still damp will mean that the shell doesn't crisp up and they're a little bit more flexible and easy to remove. Now once you've dried the seed off as best you can, you'll see a flat end at the top and a pointy end at the bottom. Now the easiest thing to do is just try and get your fingernail in between the layers and prise the seed open gently. Being as gentle as you can, you should be able to prise both layers open and peel the seed nicely. The seed may also come with the skin around it, so try and remove that as well. The reason why we peel the seed is to help it germinate a lot quicker. If you leave it in the shell, this could take up to 3 to 4 weeks, or maybe even rot inside and become completely useless. Doing it this way has given me a 100% success rate and allows me to see results within a few weeks. The next step is get yourself a clean piece of kitchen roll and place the seeds in the middle gently. Making sure that each seed isn't touching and they're about an inch apart, fold each side of the kitchen roll to the centre, covering each seed. Once you've folded over each corner and covered all the seeds, you just need to write on it to make sure you know which seeds are what. The next step is to water it. Now you don't want this too wet and you don't want it too dry, just try and get it in between and so it's not dripping. And push out any air pockets. The final stage is to get yourself a square piece of cling film and place the square of the tissue paper with the seeds in it in the centre. Then fold over each corner of the cling film, creating an airtight wrap. Once you've finished folding all the sides, press on the top gently and squeeze all the air out. Now you just have to place this in a warm, dark place for a week or two. Here are the seeds 2 weeks later, and as you can see I've gently taken it out of the cling film. Now just unfold all the layers and being really careful not to break the seeds. Now it doesn't matter if you do leave a bit of the kitchen roll on the seeds, because that will just rot away anyway once you plant it. Just be really careful not to break the root system. Then get yourself any kind of planting container, but making sure there's enough drainage holes in the bottom. Now you can use homemade compost or any kind of potting soil. Once you've filled it, you just need to dig a little hole and place a seed inside. Just make sure that the seed is buried 2 to 3 times its own size. I'm really happy with the root system on this, so I am going to bury it a little bit deeper than I usually would. But make sure that the whole root and the seed are completely covered. This may take a little bit more compost, so I'm just going to top it up now. Don't push the soil down too hard, but pat it down just to get rid of any air pockets. Once it's all covered nicely, you just need to water it in. The last thing to do is just label it up. Now all that's left to do is leave these pots on a warm windowsill or a greenhouse, anywhere that gets at least 6 hours sunlight a day. You should start seeing the seedlings pushing through the soil as little as 5 days later. Here they are again, just over 2 weeks. And again just under 4 weeks. Now we should be really into summer by now, but the days and nights are still really cold, so I think this is hindering the growth process. This is 6 weeks in and they've only just started producing their true leaves. I've decided to repot these early, hoping that the new nutrients in the soil will give these a little boost. This is 8 weeks in, and as you can see they've hardly progressed in the past few weeks. Now this is definitely down to lack of heat and lack of sunlight, so I suggest you do keep these as warm as possible.
So here you go, here's the orange tree. Now I've left this video a lot longer than I did in the lemon tree video, mainly because a lot of people asked me if I could do it a lot longer this time. So this is 6 months in. Now it has taken me a lot longer to grow this one, mainly because when I started the lemon tree, I actually started it in the winter, weirdly enough, and the central heating of the house and growing it indoors helped it germinate and grow a lot quicker until I brought it outside. With these, I started these in late spring and we've had a terrible summer this year. So what with the cold nights and lots of rain, these haven't grown quickly at all. So I don't know if you can learn something from that, but if you are growing these in England, I'd probably start germinating them in the winter. Now this has got a few more problems. I'll do a close-up on the leaves. Now as you can see, there's a yellowing of the leaves, but it's leaving a dark green vein system in there. This is chlorosis. Now what it is the pH levels in the soil. All citrus trees are really heavy feeders, so basically it's just taking all the nutrients and all the raw material out of the soil, and now it's having a deficiency, mainly an iron deficiency. It could also be manganese and zinc. But I'll do another video on fertilizers and treatments for pH levels in your soil. But hopefully this has helped you to give you a lot of confidence to do this in the future. Learn by my mistakes, and good luck growing your own, and I'll see you again next time.
Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to keep up to date on my next uploads. Here's some links to some of my other videos, and if you've tried these or any of my other projects, I'd love to see your progress, so please upload any of your photos to my Facebook gardening group in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.